Harlem, man. Harlem. I be in Harlem, man. The only thing moving, man. Keeping the game up. Yup. 40th. Harlem. Yeah.
And I didn't want to go against the grain because at the end of the day, that's what got us in that same shit. Not communicating and bumping heads. Egos flare when everybody's trying to be Jordan. Everybody's trying to be Jordan. Nobody want to be Ewing. Nobody want to be Charles Barkley. Everybody want to be Jordan. Let's put it out there. Everybody in the game want to be the king. Everybody want to be the top nigga. But when you look at other states like Atlanta, it's 100 kings. Everybody in the club shining. When you see Rose, Lamborghini truck, it's back to back. A nigga get that shine in New York, somebody gonna try to knock him down instead of building him up. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of separation because the niggas' egos won't allow them to let somebody else shine. And that's how it always been in New York. And that's why the South is kicking our ass right now, far as a camaraderie of artists. It's like, you go to a New York club, you might see this rapper in this corner, this rapper in this corner, this rapper in this corner. You go to Atlanta, Miami, everybody in one section celebrating life and doing what you're supposed to do because everybody's getting to a bag. But when it's only one nigga getting to a bag, this nigga feel like he need to get to the bag. Everything is timing. Everybody ain't going to catch that wave at the same time. So that's what it basically be. You know what I'm saying? But with the Diplomats, I didn't want to get put in that light like, yo, fuck them niggas. Oh, we doing us over here. I didn't want to do it like that, and I knew that's where that album was gonna go. It was going to be to like a slap in the face to the Diplomats after they done put niggas on. You know what I'm saying? Don't matter what niggas went through with the Diplomats, they still gave niggas an outlet to display their talent. So that I felt was like it's still showing conflict. It was like a conflict of interest. It's like, yo, I ain't on that with it. You know what I'm saying? I can feel how I feel. But when niggas be putting that shit out to the public and just making it seem like everything was wrong from the jump, I don't feel that like that was cool. Like, everybody was men. Everybody did what they did. Everybody knew where it was going. So for niggas not to be on a Diplomat album, it was a loss on their side, and it was a loss to the Dips too, because everybody wanted to see Diplomat as a whole. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just want to see Jewels, Freaky Zeke, Jim Jones. When you say Dipset, to the average Diplomat fan, when you say Dipset, they think of Jim, they think of Jewels, they think of Cam, they think of Jaja, they think of 40 Cal, they think of SAS, they think of Unkasa, they think of Purple City, they think of the Senate, they thinking about everything that was in conjunction with that wave.
Right.
But when you put out a project and you don't see no Hell Rel, you don't see no JR Ryder, you don't see no 40 Cal, it's like, damn, it's a slap in the face to the fans, because it's be like, yo, we've been waiting so long just to see y'all niggas together, and y'all doing this tape and they doing this tape. And to hit a camaraderie of music, you basically got to put the tapes together, and this shit just don't make no sense.
You don't think you could have did both tapes?
Nah, I didn't want to do both tapes. I wasn't going to do the Diplomat tape. That was last minute. I did the Diplomat outro probably 10 hours before they was handing it in the Empire or some shit like that. Jewels called me and was like, yo, bro, you gotta either do it today or tomorrow. I was like, I'll come do it tonight. He sent the Uber to come pick me up. I gave him a pound, walked right in the booth, pull a beat up. Got in, did my whatever, I don't have many bars I did. Smoked a blunt, chopped up, went home and chilled with my girl. So it wasn't like I was playing. It was a DM really. Like Jewels DM me, yo, I told niggas let you do the intro on the album. It was supposed to be the intro part 2, but it wound up being the outro. So to me, it was perfect because I came in on the intro, and the last thing with the Diplomats is the outro, so I feel like that's my beginning and end to that chapter.
Right.
Like I gave you a classic outro, gave you a classic intro, and right now anything after that is gonna be.
It's a dope analogy.
You know,
it's a dope analogy.
I call it the beginning and the end. You know what I'm saying? It was just like I came in the game on the Diplomats back on the intro, and this is like, who knows if there is ever gonna be a collective Diplomat album. So I just feel like what I got to add to the Diplomats it's the end of that chapter. It's time to start a whole new book. So anything after that is just straight Unkasa, cranberry and vodka, shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Looking forward to it, my nigga. You know, I'm always checking for you.
The Upstage album was dope. I liked it. JR went in, Hellrail went in, 40 went in. It was like them niggas went in. You know what I'm saying? Giss definitely went in. Giss is like one of my favorite Harlem rappers of all time because his wordplay is just like so different. He never, like Giss, as far as an artist, he never tried to follow the trends of the music. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna hear Giss on no auto-tune and no shit like that. He gonna stay with Giss, you know what I'm saying? Until you see another artist that, like a lot of niggas get discouraged by what's going on. They don't want the music to fall on deaf ears, you know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas drop mixtapes and they don't get heard. But when you in the streets and niggas be like, when you dropping some new shit, and you could have just dropped a new mixtape Friday, a lot of niggas just be fronting too. Like, if you a fan of somebody's music, you gonna check for them. Like, if I want to hear some new Nas, I'm gonna go Google and see what new Nas tape drop. If you looking for some new Unkasa or some new Bones Bagane or new JR, go look for it. It's out there.
Right.
I just dropped 2 mixtapes last year. I dropped one on Halloween and I dropped one on New Year's Day. Vanilla Sky 1, Vanilla Sky 2. Don't walk up to me, don't DM me, don't at me talking about where's the new music. It's plenty of new music from Unkasas. It's visuals out there too. You gotta go look for them.
Well, I think with that is just there's so much content being put out.
That
You know, like we used to have to live with our music. Like nigga get a tape, we listening to that shit for 2-3 months. You know what I'm saying?
Years.
Yeah. But I'm just saying like cause the music was put out quarterly. Right. So you know what I'm saying?
Man,
you get
those tapes like those albums like Nas, it was, remember, it was always 3-year periods. Nigga drop an album and you wouldn't probably you ain't get you got Nas' first album what 93, 94. You ain't get his next album till 97, 97. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that's what made you appreciate the music because you know you're not getting another.
It's so much music coming out now. So that's what I'm saying. You might drop your joint, and then and in a week another 20 joints that came out. And then if you talking about like if Future drops something, how the fuck we can't compete with the marketing that's going behind that shit. So it's like that's when it like a nigga, I think like with niggas like us, where it's like we focus on quality and not like a vast amount of content.
I felt like soon as Meek album came out, the light off the Diplomats, that shit like went. It was like, alright, cool. That shit was cool. Alright, cool. Now we focusing on, and I think it's because of the rollout and the authenticity of the moment.
Right.
Like you can't just keep pump faking the fans.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't pump fake the fans. You gotta give them that authenticity. See, when you see a Meek album or a Nipsey album or even a 2 Chainz album, it's they rollout. You know what I'm saying? A lot of, you can tell when niggas is doing an album for a quick check.
Right.
Or when a nigga's doing an album to win. It's a difference. You can tell in the moment of it. You know, right now Meek's having this moment. You know what I'm saying? Drake had his moment. Who else came out with an album? This Lil Baby's having his moment. This nigga's
Nipsey.
having moments. You know what I'm saying? Nipsey albums are nominated for a Grammy, which I hope he win. You know what I'm saying? But a nigga like Nipsey is so his music is so overshadowed by all the bullshit that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just glad to see real lyrics is back at the forefront. You talk about the 3 best albums last year. You talk about Nipsey, Push, and Meek, and these are all spitters. You know.
That's a fact.
So I think as much bullshit that's put out with this mumble rap, it gave a light back to real lyricism again. Cause it was at a point where niggas, I mean, it's a lot of niggas that still nowadays like niggas don't want to hear no rapidy rap type shit. You know what I'm saying?
I think Tory Lanez brought it back, came through and start barking on you American MCs.
Nah, nigga. we ain't jacking that.
Tory,
we not jacking that.
Tory playing with amateurs. Tory ain't fucking with. Tory ain't playing with no nigga of no real descent, of no real lyricist. It's a couple of niggas like you play with Don Q, but Don Q, come play with one of us grown niggas. Like for real.
And Don Q ain't no play with
nigga. He was naming niggas though. He approached it like he didn't have no picks.
You know who named niggas too?
Because he was naming niggas. He ain't just
Jacquay was named. He said he the king of R&B. What the fuck does it mean? That's what I said. They put a camera in front of anybody. Alright, Tory Lanez, that shit is cool. I don't even think of Tory as a rapper. I see what he do, but it's like.
So you didn't respect that record he put out against Don Q? I thought
it was
that
cool.
Was
I didn't like. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Tory Lanez always been a nigga that do everybody ways. Anything if Sway Lee come out with a sound record, he do that same sound. Drake come out with a, he's like a copycat rapper.
Sponge.
You know, he's a sponge. He's a nigga that, I can do that too, ass nigga, instead of just being his own element. Like I don't give a fuck if you can sound like Drake. I can stick to you. I wanna enjoy Tory Lanez music for being Tory. I don't want you to go do a song like Sway Lee, or go do a song like Frenchie, or do a song like this one, or do a song like that one. Like that's all. Like to me, he always been a nigga that catches everybody else wave. There's really nothing I feel like Tory brought to the game that was him.
And I don't like niggas putting their foot in the battle shit. Like jump in the pool, nigga. Don't put your foot in the water. Jump in the fucking pool. You see what I'm saying? Don't play with it. And then like all right, join the Lucas, and then you going at Don Q.
You going like, come on.
That's
man.
like when niggas say they want to battle. Like respect.
Go to a nigga that do that.
Respect the Cassidy for taking a nigga like that. But like these niggas be saying they want to battle, and then they be like, oh, but give me another industry nigga. And then, nah, nigga, do this shit for real. Like it's a whole.
And even
fucking
with the
section of niggas with this shit.
Even with the Cassidy and Goodz battle, that's not gonna be no easy one for Goodz. I'm not gonna just I love Goodz to death. That's not gonna be no easy one.
I got Goodz. After I seen what Goodz did with Tay Rock,
Tay Rock is not Cassidy.
I don't think Cassidy can hang out, bro.
Listen, yo, it's not when you gotta get up there in front of that crowd. Like it's different, yo.
Tay Rock been battling the URL
Did
elite.
See what Cassidy did? What was the kid?
Disaster.
That don't count.
Disaster. It does count.
I wasn't impressed by
it. It doesn't count.
You told that's
I was impressed by what Goodz did with Tay Rock.
That's in the garage, yo. That's not the same. When you on that stage, be like that shit different, yo. When it's all the people yelling.
So you don't think Cassidy's watching that? You don't think Cassidy?
It's easy to watch it. When you gotta get up there and do it, it's totally different. Cassidy's not Joe Budden. He's not that. He come from that element of real battle rap. He's not. But it's different now, yo.
Nah, it's different.
It's not even the same as when me and you battle, bro.
It's different, but he's prepared for that.
Nah, he not. Like, you got to do that shit on a regular, bro.
You think he's prepared to be in the URL?
Yeah, battle? That shit different, yo. Nah, yo, you got to do that shit on a regular. You can't just not do that shit for years and get on a big stage,
Cassidy is not no nigga that's gonna get in the ring with you and don't know you. I bet you he watched every motherfucking battle that Goodz ever did, and he gonna see his weakness. He's gonna see where his cheeks in his armor at. He's gonna see where his strong points gonna be. Alright, cool. What can you possibly?
You don't think Goodz's last 10 opponents was looking for chinks in his armor? I've been watching this shit for a long time, and mainly watching him since the Lions. And I think his approach don't leave a lot of room for.
Like Goodz is good. Alright. Let me say it like this, so nobody don't take it the wrong way. Goodz got bars. Goodz got punchlines. Goodz got crowd control.
Got the presence, all of that, everything.
Like, but a nigga like Cassidy know that. He not one of these niggas that didn't do, like, you can't kick a nigga down or say, oh, he's not at this level of battling. He came in the game as a battle rapper initiative. It just so happens he caught success from putting out records.
Yeah, but if you ain't, you gotta do this shit. You can't not, like, if I battle right now, like, I'm going straight to a small room. I'm not fucking with no big crowd right now because I haven't done it. I just battled in that small room. You know what I'm saying? And that was BET. That's my backyard.
And then you see
so
the thing with battle,
if you're not used to that, it doesn't.
The stage and all this, this whole battle culture to me is bullshit nowadays because there's too many politics going in. We wasn't on fucking stages when we was battling when Jay-Z and Big L was battling each other. Let's go from Cool Hoarder to corner. Now this shit, to me, the new battle culture is way. It's tainted, man. It's tainted with bullshit.
You could say that, but it's pros and cons to everything. And at the end of the day, like nothing stays the same.
Because a lot of these battles don't be impressive lyrically. I don't want to hear a bunch of that. A lot of the same battles you be hearing, a lot of recycled shit. Niggas coming on the stage with costumes. Like, I didn't come to see this nigga come back. First of all, I didn't come see a nigga that spit lyrics in a Batman suit.
That's you talking about some gimmicky shit. You never.
All time.
My top 5. Killer Ken. That's why I battled this nigga. Big L. Black Thought. Core Mega. Jadakiss.
Oh, that's unique.
And just to let this nigga know, that's why you know niggas don't be really doing their research. This nigga, because he said I wasn't on none of Killer Cam shit.
No, fucked up.
Ways
yeah,
out.
Nigga. Yeah, no.
So don't get the fucked up, nigga.
Oh, he said that in the battle?
Yeah, he said in the battle. You ain't on none of Cam shit.
Yeah, nah.
You bugging.
Yeah, I know, I snapped. That was a snap. It rhymed though.
Wait, that's my nigga.
It went. Right.
Favorite MCs, Biggie, Nas, Big Daddy Kane, Cool Rap.
No doubt. Tell me where we can find you at on social media.
You can find me on Instagram at I am Unkasa. You can find me on Twitter at I am Unkasa. You can find my merch at Cranberry and Vodka on Instagram. You can find it at Cranberry and Vodka / Big Cartel. Check me out in the web series. Episode 12 about to drop. Episode 11 just dropped 2 days ago, The Brooklyn Way. Vanilla Sky 3 on the way. As soon as the weather break, I'm gonna give y'all that with some motherfucking some visuals. And you know Vanilla Sky is gonna be on Gully motherfucking platform because he put out a couple of my tapes. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Waiters over Gully. You know, put that on his platform and shit. So just look out for Vanilla Sky 3. I'm a brand new father, so I'm on some daddy duty shit. Yeah, Vanilla Sky 3, Brooklyn Way, and Cranberry and Vodka is gonna be one of the biggest clothing lines that ever hit New York. So that's what I'm working on, man. Gully TV.
Platforms. Social media.
Dante, everywhere. Instagram, Twitter. Let me tell you how I wound up here since I'm here, because you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna give you something now.
Go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Alright, so there was an interview the other day with a young lady from Harlem by the name of MS.TEE. She wrote a book, and on an interview, Alpo called in to her interview. So it was a little awkward when Poe called in, and they was like,
I seen the awkwardness.
They said, because she had wrote a book, Poe said, I love your book. I read the book. Read it a while ago. I didn't really remember exactly what she had said about Poe in the book. So what I did was I went and looked, and I sent it to Gully, because I watch Gully all the time. So I said, you know what?
Okay.
I want you to have this content. You know what I'm saying? I want you to be the first one to deliver and give the backstory to that. You know what I mean? I ain't want it like, I live in Harlem. So I ain't want it to be like I was on no chatty patty type of shit, because the politics in this street Harlem shit is different. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling y'all keep talking about Poe, how Poe did this and Poe did that. Poe is a murderer. He's not gonna be able to stand behind in a shade too long. Like, he's gonna come out and he's gonna try to make an example out of some of y'all. You know what I'm saying? So y'all niggas that's doing all this talking, if y'all ain't really done nothing and y'all don't know nothing about what happened, let the people that was there. If MS.TEE was there and she could speak on it, or whoever else was there and wants to speak on that situation, let them talk about it. Y'all people that ain't never done nothing, leave that shit alone, man, because that shit don't pertain to you. That's why I would rather say that I did it on camera, so it's not just like, oh, I got the info from Bones and it's like chatty patty. Understand the context that I delivered it in, because I read a lot. So I knew I had read the book, and I know he's going to deliver the content from a unbiased and real perspective. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I made sure he was the first one with that tidbit.
Yeah,
he got to the town. Shout out to MS.TEE. Shout out to the whole Harlem, the show, Sugar Hill, my man Branson, all my OGs. I'm in the juice bar.
Go ahead, drop out.
Bones Brigante. Body bags and tombstones.
Unkasa Clan Man rocks on Mr. Ferragamo himself. Y'all niggas know what it is. Mr. Colors everywhere. Get it.